What's up, y'all? I am back here with another video. Today I am going to be doing another movie review. So I finally watched the movie Abigail. So I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm also going to be doing a makeup look, doing my makeup in general, and all that good stuff. I forgot my primer. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so basically today's palettes would be the Makeup Revolution Loon Tune palettes and the Glam Night Scooby-Doo palette. This is the first Scooby-Doo palette I have from them. I have another Scooby-Doo palette that I showed in like previous videos ago. But yeah, I'm gonna use one of them or maybe both, I don't know yet. But anyways, I'm gonna start off with my NYX Marshmallow Primer. So I'm gonna talk about this movie. So if you have not seen this movie, keep in mind this is spoilers. One thing I know about this movie that it is it's coming out of theaters. I think the last day is Wednesday for it to be on theaters, and all the show times are like 9:30 or 10:30, and I'm just like, wow, that was very fast because that movie came out not too long ago. So I'm just like, wow. But basically, in the beginning of the movie, it shows a girl dancing. She seems normal, but she's actually not a normal, regular little girl, quote unquote. There were these rappers that were working for this guy to basically kidnap the girl. And I have my notes right here, so I'm looking at right there. But yeah, there were these robbers that were paid. Well, they thought they were getting paid to do that, whole thing. So they basically went into her house, basically kidnapped her, brought her to another house. And when they went to another house, the guy that was there basically said good luck to them. You have 24 hours. Basically babysitting the girl turned into like a little game in a sense. The phones were taken away from them. The guy that, wished them luck left, quote unquote, left. The girl was chained to the bed. Basically pretending to be innocent and stuff like that. And the people that basically took her were kind of idiots, honestly. So while they're in the house, they didn't realize that, they locked inside this house. They can't really get out. They haven't figured out how to get out yet, but they don't know that they're locked in the house yet. There was a guy in there that actually like Elon Musk, and he was one of those characters that was just so stupid. Like, some of the decisions he made, I'm just like, oh my god, really. And there was one of the people in the group that had compassion for the girl. It was this girl with short hair. She was actually the only one that was like really nice to the girl for some reason. I guess because of the fact that she has her own child that supposedly she hasn't seen in a very long time because of her like addict addiction or whatever like that. She talks to a little girl, get a little close to her, but little does she know, the little girl was low-key turning everyone against each other. And she kept like literally believing everything the little girl said. The little girl did say, I keep saying little, but she's not really a little girl, come to find out. She's a grown woman that looks like a little girl, kind of like Orphan. So yeah, she basically was turning them against each other and all that stuff. She does say her father doesn't care about her, so kidnapping her was practically pointless. And her father is actually someone that you should fear and stuff. He's not someone to play with. And she literally warned the lady that, oh, I'm sorry what's about to happen to you. She didn't take that seriously, honestly, for some weird reason. Like, if I heard something like that, I would have been taking that so seriously, but she didn't. She went and tried to talk to the other, say, look, something is wrong. You know who her father is? And they're like, oh no, just an urban legend, this and that. Me, I was speculating, like, because I already knew based off the trailer the little girl was a vampire. But I'm just like, how is she a vampire? Like, how did this come to be? Like, is her father one too? Like, what's going on here? But that happened. There was this guy that was like kind of really annoying. He's from the show Euphoria. He went into this room where the door opened, and instantly he got attacked and he got his head ripped off. But before that, he was bothering the blonde girl. I don't remember her name. I don't do well with names in these movies, so yeah. He was bothering her, try to scare her and stuff like that, thinking that, oh, she likes him and stuff. And then that whole thing happened to him. The blonde girl ended up finding him, you know, screaming, and told the others. And they are thinking that it could be the little girl's father that's doing all this attack. But little do they know, it's really not. It was the little girl doing this. And she would just do it and then quickly go back into the room as if she's been in the room the whole time this has happened. So like I said, Abigail was plotting them against each other, making them think like, oh, this is really her father, or this is who her father's been working with and stuff. It's a person in the group, this, that, and the third. I really hate how my eyebrows are looking right now. But yeah, so that happened. She eventually, like, as they was arguing, thinking like, oh yeah, one of y'all was working with her the whole time or whatever like that, working with her father. She was literally turning right in front of them. Oh, before that, actually, before she turned right in front of them, she had killed the only black guy that was with them. And I hate when they do this in horror movies. They always gotta kill the black guy. Always. But she killed the black guy. And then after that, eventually she turned in front of them. They saw that she turned. She started messing with them, playing her little ballerina music and her ballerina clothes. And then, you know, they even tried shooting her and stuff. That didn't work. She got right back up again. What should we call it? She got right back up again. And for some reason I want to create a blue look, but let's just see. She got right back up again. Started chasing them. The guy looked like Elon Musk. I call him like the fake team with Elon Musk. She literally took his necklace, like it was a cross necklace he had in his hand, and she started just stabbing him in the chest. Somehow he survived that. As they were like all like running, because they did like kind of like separate for a moment, the blonde girl ended up in a room where there was like a whole bunch of dead bodies. She was freaking out. Somehow she got bit by the girl. Keep saying little girl, she's not a little girl. She got bit by the girl. And I'm just like, I feel like she's gonna turn. Like, they should like just lock her up in a room just in case. And they did it. But anyways, they end up like ingesting the little girl with trying to put her to sleep, and they locked her up in the cage. And then that's when we start to find out that this little girl, I want to say a little girl because she just looks like a little girl in a ballerina outfit, okay? Yeah, that's when we find out that she actually knows who they are. She knows that they worked for her father, and she's basically just taking revenge over them, even though like her father doesn't really care about that, but she's just doing it anyways because she's bored or whatever. So all those victims that were like in that one room that was like dead, or like people that she took revenge for her father and stuff like that. And that's when we find out with the girl that was like really close to her, that she was like a drug addict and stuff, that she hasn't seen her son and all that stuff. There was this guy with the glasses. She tricked him into opening the door, like after she told him how to get out and stuff. So obviously she was free again. Like the fake Elon Musk, the team of Elon Musk, let's say, was trying to open the door for her like an idiot, because she had given him a deal like, oh, I'll let 2 of y'all live, and then from 2 of y'all turn into I'll let 1 of y'all live, because they was like acting stupid or whatever like that. And he was trying to open the door. They obviously didn't let that happen. The girl with the short hair, the one that was close to the girl, was basically shot him to not open the door. One trick that they found is that when they shine the light on the girl, it would like literally burn her flesh and stuff like that. So it like burned off her arm, but she was regrowing it back right away, which was crazy. And eventually she turned the blonde girl against them. Like I said, the blonde girl was bitten, but she didn't turn right away, which I found very odd, because usually when I see these vampire stuff, they usually turn right away. She didn't turn right away. Oh my god. Okay, so like I said, the fan attacked them, and because they knew the trick to just use light. Well, before that, the blonde girl, killed Timu Elon Musk like instantly, because they separated once again to try to find Abigail. And they used, once they find that out, because the little girl is basically mind controlling the blonde girl somehow, and I don't know how she did it, but yeah. So she was mind controlling the friend. The friend instantly got killed because, like I said, they used a light, so she just basically exploded. Now Frank is the one with the glasses I was mentioning that got tricked by Abigail and she got free. For some reason, he decided, like, him and the other girl, they found the guy that brought them in, or they made a deal with, and apparently he wanted to get rid of Abigail himself, because he technically was a vampire. He was working for Abigail and bringing people in so she could play a little game and stuff. And he was trying to convince Frank to work with him and stuff. Frank, for some reason, decided that, he wanted to turn into a vampire, so he let the guy bit him. The girl trying to convince him no, but that happened. So he got turned into a vampire. The guy thought he was on his side. Turns out, no. He ends up killing the guy. Abigail shows up, was laughing like, was he trying to convince you to try to get rid of me? Next thing you know, he bites Abigail. Abigail was shocked. I thought Abigail died right then, but she didn't. She actually was still alive. But then Frank just started attacking the other girl and stuff. for some reason wanted to turn her as well so that she can kill her son, which was kind of messed up. Abigail was honestly helping her. Like, her and Abigail was working together at that point to get rid of Frank. Frank did bite the girl, but he just didn't know how to turn her, so that completely failed. So both her and Abigail basically killed him, got rid of him and stuff. And then out of nowhere, her father shows up. Father at the very last second almost killed the girl. Abigail had to convince him not to do that because she helped her. So the whole objective of this was to get rid of Abigail, but then it wasn't anymore. It was more like to help her. So I was just like, it's quite interesting. But yeah, her dad luckily wasn't too much of an asshole and he let her go. So she technically was the only survivor of this thing. And I had a feeling too, because she seemed a little bit more smarter than the rest of the group and what she was doing. So I'm just like, But overall, I do give the movie a 5 out of 5. I think it was pretty good. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Like, it's more gory than it is scary, if that makes sense. It's one of those horror movies that have a lot of gore. So if you know that you cannot handle that, then that movie would not be for you to watch. But it is not a bad movie. I would say definitely watch it if you haven't. But if you have seen it, let me know down below. What do you think about that movie and stuff? But oh, one thing is, we end up finding out that how Abigail turned is because of her father. Her father turned her because there was the part where they found out that they had to use the light on her. She would say how she, well, that's when she was controlling the blonde girl. Actually, she was saying that how she hate this room, how this room gives her bad memories and stuff like that, because that's the room that her father turned her in. They never really gave a backstory as into why her father did that. They just, yeah, they just did that like that. But not bad at all. It was kind of pretty much like Orphan a little bit, where we all think that's a little girl, but it turns out it's a grown woman that's dressed like a little girl. And it's not. But yeah, I'm just basically gonna finish up this look right now. So I'm just going into the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. No, this is Superstay foundation. And I have the Fenty Beauty concealer on my face already that I had put. So, yep. Just gonna do that real quick. Pretty much done with the eye look here. And I didn't think I was gonna finish rest with the whole movie review thing, because I did took notes. I wrote like a whole notes of the thing, but I didn't even think that I was gonna wrap this up this long. But then again, I started out with like a fresh face, you know, did my eyebrows and stuff on camera, which is something I haven't done in a while. So yeah, so I'm just wrap this up. Alright, so I'm basically done with the look. But yeah, so I do like a purple look today. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you check out my other channels in the link in the description box down below. Especially my second channel, I have new videos on there, some reaction videos, some cooking videos. Definitely go check out that channel. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.